Hi, this is Dr. Cooper, and this is a podcast for the ENG102 Freshman Composition course. Today's podcast is the Week 4 weekly podcast, and congratulations to most of you who have gotten your research proposals approved. Good job. We have some really good topics. It took a couple of you, or a few of you, a couple of attempts, but that's how writing works. You have to think through the process, throw some ideas out there, and then finally you'll get it right. So there were lots of ideas in the DECO group when you went in and started saving web pages, lots of stuff, but some of you are still struggling. So here's what we need to do. So you have to have your topic approved by Wednesday, and if you can't get it done by Wednesday, then this is probably not a good time. You're not spending enough time thinking about it. So what you'll need to do is schedule a conference with me, and this is just for the students who have not gotten their research prospectus approved. Okay, so there's going to be a link, and I'll put it in this video as well, to schedule an appointment with me. It's 15 minutes, so no excuses. If you can't take 15 minutes out of your day to call me to talk about your proposal, then again, you're not thinking about this in the right mindset, and you're not prepared enough for this class at this time. So I really want for everyone to have a good topic. The reason why I'm not just letting you do whatever you write out there is because you will struggle if you don't have a good idea of where you're going and what your argument will be and how it relates to the theme. So I want to help you get off to a good start, and I don't want anyone out there after I've just said, do whatever you want. When I did that in the past, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and when I did that in the past, the students would fail. They would fail because they didn't have good research topics, they didn't really know what they were doing, they didn't have a goal, they didn't have a research question, and it wasn't a successful experience. So by having you get your topics approved, and I, with my experience, understanding what makes a good topic for an 8 to 10 page paper, can help guide you in the right direction. Okay, so let's get that done. Schedule your appointment either today or tomorrow. After that, I'm going to have a serious conversation about should we drop you or not, because you can't move forward without this approved topic. Alright, so for this week, what we're going to be working on is our next step, which is our outline for this paper. So you are going to choose whether or not you're going to write a research proposal paper, okay, or position paper. And the difference is that a position paper is where you take a stand on an issue. So for instance, those of you that are writing about the Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, some of you are choosing certain elements of that to argue. So you bring up the issue and you will take a side on that issue. It's not a pro-con paper. You are full forward on one side of the issue. Now you will have to address the opposite side, the opposing views, but you only do so that you can counter-argue them. Now with a proposal paper, what you do in a proposal is offer a solution to a problem. So you have to identify the problem, explain what the problem is, and then offer a solution. A good example, someone was writing about welfare reform. So the problem obviously is all of the corruption and all the problems with welfare presently. And this student would then offer a solution to fix that problem. Okay? So keep in mind that your solutions have to be realistic. They may not be something that you yourself can do alone, but they do have to be realistic that some part of this country could do it, whether it be at the state level, the national level. Will it take an act of God? That would not be a good argument. But if it could just require some certain legislation to be changed, and what would that look like, that would be what your proposal is. Okay? So for this module, and for this week, you're going to be focusing on writing that outline. Now, I don't expect for the outline to be perfect and for the outline to be complete in a sense that everything you write on it is exactly what you're going to say in your final paper. I do expect for it to be a good outline following the correct format and at least giving an attempt as to what your arguments might be. Some of you won't be able to find a lot of that content until you do some research, and that's what we're going to be doing. So right now I just want you to think through what you think your arguments will be. Alright, so make sure that you follow the format. So this week we have a lot more time invested. It's 6.5 hours, and remember that's on the low end, so you can expect anywhere from 6.5 to 7 or 8 hours of time this week. All right, so our objectives are to learn about arguments. Make sure that you read Chapter 10 in your online handbook, or your handbook in Connect. That's going to be an important chapter. Okay, so Chapter 10, I wrote down the questions that you're looking for there. And at the end of this week, we're going to have our Module 1 quiz. And it will include this chapter along with the chapters that you were asked to read previously. Also, you have 2 lessons for this week. And again, these lessons and all the other lessons will be on the quiz at the end of this week. But the lesson is Lesson 4, Writing an Outline, and Lesson 4.2, Writing Arguments. Again, if you're not going to do the lessons, you're not going to be permitted to do rewrites. And you'll definitely want to do a rewrite for this outline. Okay, so plan for about 40 minutes for those lessons. Now, I've given you an example of an outline, and I should have given you templates. So I'll give you the templates for the outlines. I don't see them right now. I'm looking at the page. But I'll give you a template that you can download for a Word document, and you can use those outlines for that. And then you're going to submit your outline in Connect, and what you'll do is just cut and paste. So there'll be a video to show you how to upload your outline to Connect. So that's pretty much it for this week. The most important thing is getting your topics approved right away. So schedule an appointment. No excuses. If I don't hear from you today or tomorrow and you don't have a topic, I'm seriously going to go into SIS and just drop you, because what's the point? You're not going to move forward if you can't even get down and get your topic approved by just talking to me. Okay? All right, I'll talk to you all soon, and good luck to the rest of you who are already approved and moving forward.